Oh boy, oh boy. It's Saturday night. It is Saturday night, right?
It is
It is
Saturday
Saturday night. Hello, peoples. Old guy is here. It's going to be a fun night. It is. It is. Pecan pie to start with, and then chicken biscuit bake with my little edge to it, or twist. Why has it always got to be a twist? Why do you got to, with my twist? My touch, my thought, my idea. What there's got to be
Your
something.
addition.
My addition, whatever. Yeah, there's got to be a better word than twist. Everything doesn't have to be twisted. Well, at least I don't think it does. Not to my knowledge, I've never heard of things have to be twisted.
So we got Ronald in the room?
Ronald in the room. Hey, happy Saturday, Ronald. Welcome, welcome. Chicken biscuit bake on the menu tonight, but I'm also going to make pecan pie, and I'm going to get started on that in like just a second here. I'm just kind of hanging out. I hope you had a good week. It was a good week for us. Nothing too major. It was a busy day. Went over the hill, and I have a little something that I'll talk about a little bit later. So it's been a busy morning and afternoon for us. We took our dogs to our one of our favorite spots to take them for a long walk. It's just this big, open, empty field, for lack of better terms, and walk them up for a while, and then we let them take a long run. So it's always fun to watch them get their exercise, and they enjoy the walk.
Yep, and the run, both.
And the run, oh yeah. Brother Doug and my brother Doug and his lovely wife Char. Good evening. Other than that, it wasn't too busy of a week or nothing around here.
No,
I was kind of lazy this week. Let's see, I had my birthday on Tuesday.
yeah.
So, 65. Wow. I'm a senior citizen. I'm gonna be dead any minute now.
Eli's here.
Hey, Eli.
He says it was nice seeing you prep again. LOL, just kidding.
Yeah, just kidding. Yeah, I know. We have like this double secure thing now that we will never happen again. So, right, we don't have any other than just try to be careful and not do that again. I hope you had a good week. I really do. Tonight's going to take a little time, so I guess I should probably just get started. I do have my little cookbook here. Everything all kind of hand scribbled out, just so I don't make too big of a mistake on anything here. So I'm going to make myself a marker back where I was. Let me go back over here. Make sure I have the right hand scribbled page here. That's why I'm happy, and it's in no particular order either. That's why I'm like, okay, where is that one? So let me come down here. Sorry, guys. Like I said, I don't really want to get any of these too screwed up.
Okay. Eli says, I'm glad I get to watch at least the first half of the stream today.
Well, you got to go to work there, Eli. Hey, if you do, I understand, but I'm glad you're at least able to come in for a little bit.
Yeah.
Cup. cup of Thoid, flour, whoop, just a little pinch of some salt. Just a basic pie crust, guys. Nothing.
Lisa's here. Hi, Tom, this old guy. How you been? From
Who's
Wild
that?
Man and Lisa.
Who?
Wild Man and Lisa.
Wild Man Lisa. Hey guys, you know. Oh,
John's in the room.
Lisa. Hi, John. Well, happy Saturday to everyone. Lisa, that last video, last couple videos you were on there, you absolutely cracked me up.
Yeah, those were great. Laughed and laughed and laughed about this.
Oh, she burned you good, Wild Man. You gotta admit.
Yeah, that was funny.
Okay, so I got a stick of butter. And throw that in here. Pulse that in. This is just gonna make the pie crust real quick. A little bit of water.
Eli says, yeah, he's working 4 10-hour graveyard shifts a week.
Oh, wow. Many years ago, there was a time, that I didn't actually cook for a living, and worked at this factory, and it was 7-day shifts. So you would work 7 days of day shift, 7 to 3, and then you'd get 1 day off, and then you'd work 7 straight days of the swing shift from 3 to 11 and get 2 days off, and then you'd work 7 days of graveyard from 11 to 7 and get 4 days off, and then the whole cycle would start over again. Talk about a pain.
Oh, no doubt.
It was, I didn't like that very much.
John says he just got out of the hospital. He broke his leg a few days ago.
Oh, John, I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. What were you? You weren't out like ghost hunting and trip over something or something, did you? Or was it ice or something like that? Fall and catch a bad angle on some ice. I'm sorry to hear that you hurt, buddy. It's not
He's
good.
doing better.
Yeah. Ouch. All right. Let's get this done down and get some kind of pie crust made together out of that.
He said it was job related.
Well, still sorry to hear that you hurt. Job related or not. Okay. Get this rolled out and into the pie pan so that I can just get started on the filling. Now, I've never made pecan pie before. I've had it several times, of course, but I've never made it. Where's my flour? So I'm looking forward to seeing how well it turns out, and I'm hoping that I have enough time and it's cold enough that we can get it to cool down enough to actually cut and serve, because it really does need to be pretty well cooled down before you cut it. So.
Do me a favor and move those bottles of stuff over to the side or something. There you go. That way they can see more what to do.
Oh, okay.
Lisa says that where Crazy Dad Tim's gets his crazy, he gets his crazy from her.
Yeah. Well, it was funny. I don't know. I haven't laughed like that for quite a while. I got a big chuckle out of that one.
Yep, peanut butter cookie one.
And I do want to let you guys know that Mrs. Old Guy and I are seriously planning to go and visit you folks, hopefully sometime in the spring, but we're going to have to see how things work out. But I just wanted to let you know that we're working on that idea anyway. Okay.
Eli said that he had a really good pastrami on rye yesterday.
Awesome. Love pastrami sandwiches. It's one of my favorites. French dip is, I guess, my all-time favorite, but then pastrami is going to come in a pretty strong second.
John said he slipped on cardboard that construction left behind outside that was covered in snow.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's easy for accidents like that to happen. You don't see it covered. You don't know that there's a, even like a ditch or something because it's all covered over.
Yep.
Yep. That's all a bummer. All right, let me get this edge trimmed off here. Try to get this rocking. I might run a little bit long tonight. We'll see. We will see. All right, let's get this. Let's kind of get this crust ready to go, and then I'll make some filling. I do have a little recipe up on the cell phone. Like I said, it's not, or this is the first go around with pecan pie for me. I should have made it a long time ago because I do like it.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've even had it.
Yeah, same here. And I couldn't believe the price of pecans. It's like, ooh, holy smokes! Now I see why they charge what they do for a slice of pecan pie. Okay.
Price of everything's that way now, though.
Yeah, well, yeah, but all right. For nuts, you wouldn't think they'd be that much. All right,
No.
Here we go. That looks good to me.
John ordered Pizza Hut tonight.
Pizza Hut, nice. I got a Pizza Hut pan.
Yep.
I do.
From a long time ago.
Very long time, since way before Mrs. Old Guy and I even met.
Yep.
We've been together 30 years, 31 years,
32 years.
32 years. I'll never forget the day we were married. I've tried.
Lisa says, I hope you two can come to Akron, Ohio. We would have fun.
Yes, I do. I think we would, and that's we were talking about it. Just in fact, I was asking Tim a few questions yesterday, so we'll see what we can figure out. You know, the one of the biggest obstacles have 4 legs, and they bark and drool. And so that's the biggest obstacle right now is making sure that they're taken care of.
Yep.
So
Eli says 381 subs till 5 o'clock oyster Charlie.
that's right. That's right, and I'm looking forward to that.
Emmanuel Pinheiro?
Emmanuel Pinheiro.
Yep, something like that.
Hey, welcome to Old Guy's channel on Saturday night. This is where I cook what the viewers have requested. Tonight it's chicken biscuit bake. Names and dinners are chosen by random with the spinning wheel. I don't have it out this week because we just emptied it and we're getting ready to fill it again, and it'll be out next week. But we always know 2 weeks ahead what's coming up. Tonight is chicken biscuit bake and pecan pie. And I
Yep.
hope that kind of catches you up. Welcome to Old Guy's Kitchen. Yes. Okay. Perfect. All right.
Natalie's here. Sorry I'm late.
Who?
Quick hello on her lunch break. Natalie.
Natalie, on her lunch break. That's okay. You're never late. You're never late.
John says, Tom, I like your new look, shaved and everything. You're awesome. You and Mrs. Old Guy.
Thanks, John. Yeah, I just I got tired of it being long, so that won't last because see, I'm really and guys will admit it. 90% of dudes that got beards have beards because they're too lazy to shave. So, same thing here. I'm just going to let it grow now because I fuss with trimming it and whatever. When it gets long enough to where it bothers me again, then I'll take out the weed whacker and I'll mow it down.
Scott's here. He just got off work.
Hey, Scott. Just got off work. Welcome, welcome. So I'm just trying to go by memory here.
Emmanuel says he likes chicken biscuit bake.
Well, yes. And I believe this is your request. So,
Emmanuel? No,
no, Emmanuel? Oh, no. It was another Emmanuel.
it was Miguel.
Miguel, right. Sorry. It was Miguel. Let me look. I'm just going to check back with my... with the recipe thing here. I don't want to miss anything.
Scott says new beard looks great. I used to have a beard for years because it was a pain shaving every day.
That's what I was just saying. Okay, cup of sugar.
John says you should see his beard. It's lucky he works from home. Big Peen Dre, no cap, is here.
Big dream cap.
Big Peen.
Big Peen.
P-E-E-N.
Well, can I just say big for short? Welcome to Old Guy's Kitchen, Saturday night. This is where I cook what you guys, the viewers, have requested. It's all done by random. I've got a lot of requests, so the dinners are randomly picked. Tonight is chicken biscuit bake. And on my community page, we also vote for what dessert that I am gonna make, and there's always a choice of 3. Tonight it's pecan pie, so I'm just kind of getting that started. Welcome to Old Guy's Kitchen.
You know, he says I recently switched to a safety razor. Took some getting used to, but I prefer it now, and it's a lot cheaper.
A safety razor? Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know about... safety razor, yes. I was thinking a straight razor, and it's like, yeah, I got my reservations about those.
Natalie's having Subway again tonight. Had a spicy Italian with extra pickles and mayo.
Oh, that sounds good. I love spicy Italians.
Last night she made funeral potatoes for dinner.
Well, that sounds good.
What is funeral potatoes? Never heard of it.
Yeah, tell Mrs. Old Guy. Andy, what funeral potatoes are? Are they to die for?
Scott's having a Mediterranean sandwich, a bowl of baked potato soup, and a bag of chips, and a pickle for dinner.
That sounds great. And of course, I'm sure my brother will phone in at some point and inform me what he's having for his dinner. I full well expect it anyway. So don't forget, folks, as we go through for you new guys, at any point, if you think of something that you would like to see me, Mr. Old Guy, make on a live stream, I will get it on the list and we'll put it on the wheel. The only thing is, it's got to be within reason. I mean, you know, if you want me to make beef Wellington and stuff like that, that's probably not going to happen. So, you know, we got to kind of be within reason.
Scott says, have you ever had a straight razor shave?
Oh, yes. Indeed, I have. By a guy that had a lot sturdier hands or steadier hands than I got. There's no way I would even attempt to try and shave myself with a straight razor. Just no. That's not something I'm going to attempt. Okay, I got to put some vanilla in this thing. So, there's Doug. And yes, my brother does have my phone number.
Hello.
We're going to put in a little bit of vanilla here. All right.
Brother Doug is calling, he says.
That's what I needed to know. All right, let's get that swirled around here.
Yeah.
So we're going to have that, and I'm going to need a pinch of salt.
Sounds good.
Pinch.
We'll
All
check
right.
it out. Okie dokie, I will let him know.
Caro syrup.
Have a good night.
And this is, like I said, this is a new
Bye.
pie for me. Wait a minute. Oh, the buggy. I only put one of them 3 eggs in, so I better put the other 2.
So can you guess what he's having?
Can I guess what he's having? Well, I can guess. Yeah, let's see. First one is I'm going to guess is French dip. No. Second one I'm going to guess is beef stew.
Nope.
No. And third one is he's having what we're having.
Nope.
Well, then I guess I don't know.
Potato
What?
soup
Potato soup?
and chocolate cake for dessert.
Oh, yum. I love potato soup. Mrs. Old Guy loves it too. But you know the story. Sadly, she just can't have it anymore. All right, so it calls for a cup of this here Caro syrup. Aww.
So let me see here what else is. Scott's asked if you had ever made clam chowder in a bread bowl.
Oh yeah. Absolutely have. That's not something that Mrs. Old Guy would eat. Mrs. Old Guy is not a seafood fan.
Not really.
Fish once in a while, but that's about it. I, on the other hand, would mind, like, I like some fried clams and, you know, some stuff like that. All right.
Scott says I would never attempt a straight razor shave myself either. I have an old barber give me one, and it was amazing.
Yeah, I owned a straight razor many, many years ago, but it got lost in a move or got ripped off or who knows what happened to it. But
Lisa asked, do you put coconut in your pie? Because some people do.
if you're asking me if I put coconut in my pecan pie, this is the first time I've made it, so I'm gonna say I don't know because I've never made it before. I don't have an answer, so I don't know if I'm going to tonight. That wasn't in the filling of this particular recipe, but doesn't mean that it wouldn't be good.
Okay, Natalie, I'm putting it on the list.
What are we getting on the list?
Funeral potatoes.
And what are they?
She says it's basically shredded potatoes. You can use shredded potatoes, a can of cream of chicken, a can of cream of celery, and shredded cheese, sour cream, and then a Ritz cracker crust top.
Okay. Note,
That'll be
Natalie,
the very small one.
that it is going to be just an individual portion, pretty much, if I can do it. That's something that Mrs. Old Guy can't have. She absolutely she would turn into the Pillsbury Doughboy. Let me set this aside and get some nuts measured out.
And Eli says an app request, mozzarella sticks breaded in cheese. Oh, in Cheez-Its.
Crushed up Cheez-Its?
Yes.
Do that.
Come here, Chum. Are you okay?
Mr. Chum Chum must have pulled a muscle or something today while he was out running. He's kind of hobbling around this evening. So we're probably not going to see him jumping up to give me loves.
No, he is getting up and walking though, so.
Well, that's good. Okay, so there's 1 cup of roughly chopped.
Natalie says she forgot that I can't have potatoes. That's okay, Natalie. Not a big deal.
Yep. I'll make something else for her. I can substitute pasta for the rice. It sounds like in that. So, all right, let me get this.
And Lisa said, okay, that's okay. You don't put coconut in.
Okay. Yeah, I
There's Chum Chum. They're both back there.
Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. You okay? Hmm? Yeah. Yeah, I think he pulled a muscle or something.
So he can't?
There's a lot of like prairie dog holes and stuff like that out where they were running. So he might have stepped into one weird or something. We'll give him a couple days, and if he's still not feeling better, we'll get him to the vet and see what's going on. All right. Whoop. Holly, I didn't know you were behind me, little girl.
Eli said, I like your collab with the cinema guys. Really fun.
Oh, yeah. Disposable cinema. Yep. Arthur and Matt are really nice guys. I worked with Arthur for a short time. I met Matt through another video project that another guy was doing. If you guys ever want to check it out, it's Danky Doodle. Just look
Danky
under
Doodle Dan or something?
yeah, Danky Doodle Dan. There'll be a movie coming out whenever dude gets edited. But anyway, let's get this pie finished off. Let's put that tray on top of something here, or the pie on top of a tray. Dunk in that filling. Looks good.
Yep.
All right, then straight away we'll get started on this chicken stew for the chicken biscuit bake. All right, let's get that just
Lisa said Wild Man had barbecue pork ribs and baked potato for his dinner tonight.
Oh, that sounds great.
What'd you have, Lisa?
Yeah. We're having a chicken biscuit bake. All right.
Bake.
425, yeah. Set the timer for 10 minutes. All right. The instructions say to 10 minutes in a 425 oven, then turn it down. So I guess I'll do what it says. Follow the leader kind of thing. All right. Now I got myself. Let me get going on the chicken stuff here. I got some double strength chicken stock here. A couple of cups, and I'm going to get a couple of cups of water. Get that on kind of a medium temp. I guess I'll get the chicken first. I got a couple of boneless, skinless chicken thighs. Just gonna cut off a little bit of this fat and give them a rough dicing. Something a little more manageable. I don't want to just try and pick up a whole chicken thigh with one, okay. I know that's being a little ridiculous. So this last fall, Mrs. Old Guy and I put up this extension on our roof on the back patio, just because there's so much snow built up last year that it melted and turned to ice, melted, turned to ice. We had a little, like really close to 2 feet, a little bit over in some spots of ice directly in front of our back door. So I built this little extension off the roof, and hey, what do you know? Works great. So now I'm going to do it around the house, at least on the sides where there's sidewalk and it needs it. Not now, I mean in the spring. Too freaking cold out there right now.
And too much ice and snow.
That too.
Lisa said that she had pizza and French fries.
Pizza and French fries. What kind of pizza? Look, can I guess? Wait, don't tell me yet. I'm going to guess a sausage and pepperoni with onions and mushrooms. How right am I? Probably totally off.
Eli says snow. That's that frozen stuff, right?
Yep, I call it white mildew also. Okay. So
We had so much snow the dogs had to make trails through the yard to get around in it.
yeah. Pretty deep. All right. Chicken's going. That's a good start. Looks good. All right, get some veg. I also got some. Just because they're not all really in season. Just I got some mixed veg that totally froze to the bowl here.
Yeah, bummer.
That's okay. It's not like I can't get to break this a little bit. All right. Heaven's sakes, I didn't think I'd do that.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say you want the other bag, but so.
No, that just about got it here. Dang.
Lisa said, "Yep, you're right about Pizza Hut."
I was right.
That's what she says.
No, I don't think so.
Eli says, "I'm wearing shorts and it's 75 right now."
75. Nice. It's not that nice here, I guarantee you that.
No. It's maybe 30 here.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe. Alright. I'm going to cut up this wabbit food. Cut it one way, roll the opposite direction, cut it down. You got yourself a 4-way split, and you can dice yourself a carrot pretty dang quick. Alright. Little celery action. And I'm just doing a rough chop on this stuff. Some big, some small, don't matter. all going in there. Alright. Onion had some that I already was using for something else, so I might as well use it up in here. Right? Use what you got.
Yep.
Chef special. Anybody that's ever really worked in the kitchen should know that the special is we got to get rid of this now. We got to make something out of it and sell it before we can't. I'm not saying the food isn't good. They're just making sure that it stays that way, and they sell it before it isn't good. So anybody that has to order food to do a special, with some exceptions, not a good idea. They don't know what they're doing. Put a little green pepper in, might as well. Alright. Dice, slice, slice, slice. Just a rough cut. I don't know. Do I want to put the whole thing in?
I don't know. Do you?
Yeah, why not, huh?
May as well.
It's not a giant bell pepper. Alright. Alright. Now we can let that kind of cook for a little while. And I can kind of just chill a little bit. And I'll be able to get these biscuits started. The biscuit part of the biscuit bake. It's not a biscuit bake if you don't have biscuits. Don't you know? Where's my water right there?
And homemade is always better than canned.
Most always. Back years ago, some of the canned foods was actually pretty dang good.
Yep.
But now they cut so many corners to cut costs and put so many additives and fillers, and it's really more garbage than anything, which is unfortunate. Alright. That's a lot of vegetable. That's a lot of... We're going to have more.
Going and that will fit in the pan?
Oh, I'd say. Way more than will fit in the pan. That's okay.
Yep.
Not a problem. A little more water. I want to float those vegetables pretty good. And the chicken, of course. Add a little herb here. It's got some rosemary. A little bit of rosemary in there. A little bit of thyme. And you can see my precise measuring devices here. Okay, there's the beep for the pie. So down to 350. Alright. Oh, then I gotta reset the timer.
Yeah.
For another 40 minutes. Alright, so it'll be at least that long before the chicken bake goes in the oven. Alright.
So Lisa says, Wild Man would like to know if you can make Canadian bacon and BLT and buffalo turds for a dinner.
Canadian bacon BLTs?
Canadian bacon and BLT and buffalo turds.
So, okay, a BLT that includes Canadian bacon? Is that what you mean, Uncle? You know, Mr. Wildman. Is that what you mean? What do you mean, man?
Eli says he tried to make a chicken bake. Instructions not clear. Chicken is still raw and I'm baked.
Yes.
Rim shot.
Yep. Yep, a little drum. Why did the chicken cross the road? Man, can't a chicken do his thing without being persecuted and questioned? Why is he crossing the road? What if his motives don't matter? Okay. This is smelling pretty good.
Lisa said yes.
Yes, to what?
Canadian bacon BLT.
Okay. I'll write it on down.
Yep.
In fact, I'm going to go one better on you there, Uncle. But you'll see what I'm thinking. It's going to be like the freaking ultimate BLT. You watch. We are definitely seriously planning to make a trip your guys' way. We certainly hope that we can get it to work. Alright.
Eli said one of his favorite characters was Leo from that 70s show.
Yep. Yeah, Tommy Chong's a pretty funny guy. Got one of these Dr. Pepper strawberries and cream. They're pretty good. I like this better than I did the Mountain Dew Black, Pitch Black. I didn't like it. That tastes a little better. Let me get a couple of these things out of my way. Cans up there. Brown sugar goes up here. What's next? Mixing up the biscuits. That's easy enough.
Yep.
You know, I think I will just put this right on back because it starts exactly the same way. Butter and flour. So, oh wait, I'm gonna give it a minute. I mean, there's no sense in.
No, you can tell them why we went over the hill. But first, Eli says, I keep forgetting to try the new, and I keep forgetting to try a warm Dr. Pepper.
Oh yeah, hot Dr. Pepper. You know, but you're not really in the right climate for that. That really actually is something that you want to have on a cold like fall or winter night, and you're outside, drinking you on some hot Dr. Pepper. I mean, it's good, but it's just better if you're in that kind of environment. Listen to old guy. I'm a bad example. Learn from me. I'm going to pull this over a little early just because I got some time to kill. While this is cooking and kind of doing its thing. I can just kind of sit here and relax for a few. We did, okay, so there's this town that's about 65 miles or so from us.
Yep. About an hour and a half.
Over the mountain pass. There's a pass not too far from us, McClure Pass. And over to this little town called Basalt. And they have a Whole Foods, Natural Foods, which is Whole Foods grocery store. And They just happen to be one of the only places that I found in the entire state that actually would actually get kumquats. Now, for those of you that know Trippy Food and Val over at Trippy Food and his live stream, I'm usually there, and I'm always joking about kumquats in some fashion or other. So, for the last few months, I've been calling the manager of the produce department of this grocery store, asking about kumquats, and he, kept telling me to call back because it was on his order list. It just they're seasonal fruit. So I called him this morning, and he says, I was worried. I didn't think you were going to call. I've got tangerine kumquats, or tangerine quats, and lime quats. And like tangerine quats and lime quats. Well, I don't know about that. So, got a couple bags of them. Now, I don't know if any of you know what a kumquat is, but it is a small, it's about this size. This is pretty close to the size of a kumquat. And it's a fruit that the outside is sweet. The peel is sweet, and the inside is very tart and sour. But I've never had one. I've only seen videos and heard people talking about them and whatnot. And this is the closest that that I've been able to find so far. So I thought I'd go ahead and grab a couple of bags of each. I'll make something with them. I don't know what. I haven't tried them yet. I thought I would do that here on the stream for the first time and see. So what this bag says, Mandarin quats, mouth watering and juicy with a sweet edible rind. In other words, the outside peel, it's supposed to be sweet and edible. It says up here in the corner, good for jams. Sparklers. I'm thinking of firework, and I don't think they mean that. I don't know what a sparkler is.
Must be a drink.
Must be a drink, yeah. Popsicles, cakes, and salads, and lime quats. And what these both are hybrids. They're mixed with tangerines, and the lime quats are a hybrid of kumquats and key lime.
Just real quick, Joshua's here.
Hi, Joshua. Hey, man, I'm real sorry about your dad, bro. And I'm not going to go into it anymore. So these lime quats also says limey goodness with a sweet edible rind, and good in marmalades, cocktails, marinades, sorbets, and pies. So I've never tried either one of these, and I'm going to, like right now, I've never tried a kumquat either, so I guess I'm still going to be okay when it comes to that too.
Yep.
We'll see.
We'll try one when we get.
Oh yeah, when I get the chance to try a kumquat, I sure will. So these are a cross between a kumquat and a key lime. And you're from Florida, right, Josh? Yeah, I imagine you've seen the key lime out there. Okay, so I guess I'm going to start with the mandarin, and it says the mouth-watering and juicy with a sweet edible rind. Here we go.
Joshua says, appreciated old guy, chicken and biscuit sounds great.
Wow.
That must be really sour.
Well, that burst of juice was pretty.
Pretty
It
intense.
wasn't so sour as it was tart.
Okay.
I suppose the rind does have kind of a sweetness to it. It does. It's got several seeds. So if you're gonna, I guess, make anything with it, you gotta cut these little things up and you seed them. But that's not too bad. It was tart, but not extremely sour.
Okay.
Okay, that was good. That was good. All right. Now the rind's supposed to be the same way on the lime quats. So we'll see how sweet this is. Woo! Woo! Wow! Phew. That's a lot more sour. It's good though. It's got a real. I like the lime flavor. This would be really good, like diced up on some street tacos or something like that, or with some fish. Woo! That is tart, but it's not.
And it says the skin is sweet, but you can't really taste the sweet.
Not really.
Not really?
Not really. The tart and sourness of the flesh on the inside pretty much overpowers any sweetness from the outside. But it is good. It's not something like, it's not like eating a regular lime, or you know what I mean, where it's just, you know, but these are also not anywhere near as sweet as a regular mandarin. I mean, these are super tart, not sour, just really super tart, but they have a really nice mandarin flavor. So they'd be good in some, like, I know these would be good as like some Asian foods, diced up, like instead of orange chicken, one of these mandarin quats.
Yep. But that sounds good. Joshua says he's not a fan of sour. And Scott says, I'm back. What are you trying?
Scott, I am trying lime quats and mandarin quats. They're hybrids of themselves and kumquats. So this is a cross between a key lime and a kumquat, and a mandarin orange and a kumquat. Kumquats are tart little dudes that the outside rind is edible, and so therefore the rind on these hybrids is edible too. They say it's sweet, but now this rind just has a really super nice lime flavor, but it's not at all sweet. I don't find that at all sweet. Wow.
Scott says, interesting. Can't say I have ever had kumquat.
I've never had a kumquat either, until right now, and these are only the hybrids. So,
Yeah.
but they're interesting, and
the guy at Whole Foods is gonna keep trying to get quats. He ordered kumquats, and this is what they sent him.
Yeah, this is what they sent him. This is the time of year, though, that kumquats are starting to come into season, from what I understand. Some folks that are online sometimes aren't on tonight, but they live in the Southern California area, and that's probably where they are the easiest to get, at least right now. Those are actually really good. I'm going to probably make probably do a couple of Asian dishes with these. And with these, I'm probably going to do that with the street tacos. And I might make a marmalade with some of them. I got another bag of both. So that was fun. Interesting little experiment there. Something different, something I've never had. That was really not as horrible or as bad as I thought they might be. You know, I thought they would be more sour, but they seem to be more tart than sour. They're good. Yeah.
Corner Clubhouse Cobalt is here.
Wow. Corner Clubhouse. I'm just going to kind of go with that, sir or ma'am. Welcome, Old Guy's Kitchen. Saturday nights, I cook what you viewers have requested. I've got a wheel. We kind of pick them at random. And tonight, it was Miguel had requested chicken biscuit bake, and it came up on the wheel, so that's what we got tonight. And we also vote on the dessert that I make on the community page, and the voted dessert this week was pecan pie, which is already baking in the oven. I try to do just as much as I can from scratch. I try to use as little of processed, canned, or pre-made food as possible. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. Grab a beer, grab a soda, get you a bottle of water if you want, have a seat. Welcome.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up, awesome. Thank you, sir. Ma'am. Where are you from, by the way? And what are you having for your dinner? Because I always ask what my viewers are having, because you guys, I mean, like, got one up on me. You know what I'm having, chicken biscuit bake. So what do you have? Let me know. I got a wandering Caro syrup lid here somewhere, Mrs. Old Guy, that I can't seem to locate.
Well, I guess we'll find it afterwards.
I guess. I just hope I don't knock the bottle over between now and then. I'll set it over here.
Yeah, good idea.
I'm going to start to get ready to make some of these here yummy buttermilk biscuits.
Scott asked how Polly and Chum are doing.
Polly and Chumley are doing okay. For the most part, Chumley's kind of feeling the worst for wear. We took him for... There's a place that we like to take him for a walk and a run. And Chumley must have done something, I don't know what, but he's kind of limping this evening. So we're hoping that he just maybe like sprained a muscle or something, and you know, in a few days that it'll be okay. We'll see. If not, trip to the vet. We'll see what's going on.
Yep.
All right, so now I can get to my scribbled stuff here. I'm hoping to make this a big enough batch to fit the pan. We'll see. I need 9 smaller biscuits in order for this to work out. I saw different ways to do this, and I like to put my little, I'm not going to say twist because I hate that. This is my tweak. Oh, tweaking doesn't sound good either. So my version, how's that? Is my version of it.
Eli said that he just had an oh no moment.
Oh no. What did you do, Eli? I need to know. You brought it up now, so.
Yeah, inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah, what she said. I'm going to make a double batch just to make sure I got enough.
There's leftover biscuits and gravy in the oven.
Yep. I don't have to bake them all. That's for sure. Save the dough and roll it in the morning. Okay, so I'm doubling my recipe. Why not? That's just a spur of the moment change here, huh? Let's just go with that.
Scott said big dogs forget they are big. My lab hurt himself a handful of times. He wanted to stop, but he forgot. It takes a while to stop 120 pounds.
It does. And I think where we were running, where they were running, is kind of in a field. There's an old road that's mostly gone, but it's got some prairie dog holes and stuff, and he may have stepped into one partly or something. It's hard to say what he did, but hopefully nothing too serious. Okay, let me get going here. Baking powder. Yeah, let me get the right stuff here. One,
Dinner smells good.
2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 6. Bunch of those. What did you just say before that, Mrs. Little Guy? Did you say something?
Dinner smells good.
It does.
I didn't mean to say that when you were counting and mess you up.
No, you didn't mess me up. Couple of baking soda here. All right. Some salt. I made baking biscuits one time and I forgot to put the salt in. They didn't taste very good at all.
Tim's here. Hi, Tom and Mrs. Old Guy. Sorry I'm late.
Yeah,
Today is
Tim.
my daughter's 12th birthday and just wanted to stop in and say hi.
Well, I'm glad you took the time, Tim. I appreciate it, and happy birthday to your daughter.
Yes,
Absolutely.
happy birthday.
Yeah, happy 12th birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Okay. All right, a little more water.
Eli, we're still waiting to hear your oh no moment.
Yeah, let's go, buddy. What she said. All right, so I'm gonna get some butter. Let's see here, a cup of butter.
So he said that he was making a couple of small sandwiches for lunch tonight, and he had a couple of rolls split and ended up making one with just the bottoms and one with just the tops on.
Well, that's not too bad of an oh-no.
No.
That's a good. It's definitely an oh-no. That reminded me of this one evening. Mrs. Old Guy and I were specifically planning on having onion rings and something else for a snack for watching movies that night. And so I specially picked out this nice big white onion, and I was gonna make beautiful onion rings. And we got it home, and I peeled the outside off, and I was ready to go. And I cut it in half.
Hey, yep. We still made onions.
Yeah, we made onion half moons, I guess. Yeah, onion crescents. That was so aggravating. All right, got a cup of butter here, and I'm just gonna cut it up into some chunks. And I'm gonna start adding it in here. Where did I do with my lid? Did I put it over here? Yeah. Pay attention to what I'm doing over here. All right. It's gonna get noisy for a sec. butter, please. All right. That'll work. What did I do with my mixing bowl?
Did you use it for something else?
I don't know. Did I use it for something else? I guess I did, yeah, for the pie filling. And I needed another one. I need a pretty good sized one. How about that? Okay.
What?
No, go ahead. You're good. Just whatever big one you can get. Perfect.
That would work.
That, no,
Do you want to
say
heat
what?
bottom?
No, this is great. This is great. Okay. That's gonna make a lot of biscuits.
Crazy Dad said that, told Scott said that he hoped they had a good party, and Crazy Dad said that they went out for dinner and they made her a red velvet cake, her favorite, and, and they had a great time.
Awesome. All right. Well, all right. Rather than getting flour all over my shirt, and get this super.
Scott says, I hate when I have to go to the store to buy everything to make dinner, and I get half into cooking it, and I realize I forgot to buy an ingredient and have to go back to the store.
I can't tell you how many times we've done that. So I need 3/4, 2/3, 2/3. Where's my 2/3 cup? Just had that. This is 2/3 right there. That's 3/4. All right, got some buttermilk because it's not a buttermilk biscuit without buttermilk. Isn't that right?
That's right.
I'm just going to do this part by hand. All right. Pie done in about 10 or 11 minutes.
Yay.
We'll get it put outside right away where it's like 30, like 2 or 33 or so, and hopefully cool down rather quickly so that we can have it for dessert. All right. This is looking good. Stuff that out. Just want this to come together. I don't want to work it too much. Ah, the chicken smells awful good. Come on now. Just want to work it enough to stay together a little bit. Some nice flaky biscuits. That's good enough. Okay. I'm gonna roll these out.
It's like 29 degrees out there right now.
29. So hopefully that'll chill my pie quickly.
Scott said the hardest thing is when you know that you can substitute something, but you know it's not going to taste as good as the exact recipe.
Pretty much. But then sometimes you can, it's the opposite. you put something interesting because you know it's going to be better that way.
Yep. Scott says, looks great. My biscuits never looked that good.
And we'll see how good they look after they come out of the oven. I'm not going to count my stars too lucky on that just yet. Okay, that's ready to cut. Chicken is done.
That smells really good.
It does. I'm going to give it a taste, see what we need. Some black pepper. And a little bit of salt, which is still over here.
Scott says, do you butter the top of your biscuits?
I beg your pardon. Butter my biscuits. A lot of times, yes, when they come out of the oven, I'll brush them with some butter. You bet. That's a yes, sir. All right. Let's make a slurry. It's going to take a lot more than that.
Yep.
All right. As always, you know, this is, by the time dinner is ready, we are totally ready to eat. It's not- Okay. Guess I'll call that close enough. Okay. A little bit of cornstarch. I could have made roux, but I'm already going through enough butter tonight, so. Get this cornstarch slurry. It's a little bit too thick, I'd say. A little more water. Got to be actually able to pour it in.
Scott said that he butters his also. You're making me want to make biscuits for strawberry shortcake now.
Oh yeah, yummy. Ouch. I like my sausage gravy in biscuits. Oh, a little more water. That's not enough gravy for me. I want a little more gravy. Going into an oven. Gonna lose some moisture. A little more gravy. A little more water. And that's thick, thick, thick. That's what I want. All right. Well, that part of this biscuit bake is ready to go. We're moving right along. 5 minutes till the pie is done. So far, so good.
Yeah.
Things are kind of coming together as they need. Give me a second to kind of pick up a little bit again. Get a couple things out of the way. Yes. Gonna make a buttermilk chocolate cake with the rest of that buttermilk, but not till I finish this pecan pie.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll need this anymore. Get that out of my way. Get that down. All right, so one of the things that I decided I'm going to do with this chicken biscuit bake is put a layer of cheese, grated cheddar cheese in between the stew and the gravy and the biscuit. So I'm going to put that stew in the pan, then I'm going to sprinkle this cheddar cheese on it, and then those biscuits will get laid on top of that. And if that isn't going to be delicious, I don't know what is.
Scott says, I love pecan pie. I got a fresh one once and ate more than half of it in one sitting. I thought I gave myself diabetes. I felt horrible, but it tasted delicious.
You know, I can relate to that. It wasn't a pecan pie. It was, they were a chocolate pie and a vanilla pie. Chocolate pudding pie, vanilla pudding pie. I said, well, I'm going to start with just, I want a slice of each. So I ate a slice of each, and oh, that was so good. I decided to eat another slice of each. And I did. And when I looked at the pies, I thought, well, geez, there's, you know, another slice each, and that's going to be, you know, an even half pie of each left. So I did that. And anyway, I ended up rationalizing my way into eating both of those pies. And I was so full. I was so full. I mean, I could feel it, like up to here full. I was in my room, sleeping up against the wall. Ugh, ugh. It was, well, let's just say I'm never going to do that again.
Well, yeah, and then on our honeymoon, you ate almost a whole pie too.
Yeah. True that. I ate almost a whole French silk pie.
Scott says, are you a fan of Boston cream pie?
Oh, I absolutely love Boston cream.
And then he says that that's a lot of pie.
It was. I shouldn't have ate 2 pies. But, and I think each pie held 3 cups of pudding. So that's 6 cups plus the crust. Okay. We were ready to roll here. Pan. The pan. The pan. Load that stew in here, and I'm telling you, it smells really, really good. Can you guys see that? Can you see that, this little guy?
Kind of. Hold it again.
Woo!
Tip it again.
I'm not gonna tip it again.
Okay.
It's too hot.
Okay.
Maybe they can see it if it's just sitting on the table.
Yep. We can, kind of.
Get that out of the way for now. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Grab 2 more chunks of chicken.
Scott says, have you ever had, or have you had ice cream cake from Baskin Robbins?
Oh yes, I sure have. Yummy. Ice cream cake is always good. I've made ice cream cake a few times. All right, let's get this cheese. It's kind of sprinkled on here. Try and get it as evenly as I can. And hopefully it's enough to kind of do what I wanted. Looks like it's gonna be. Just enough to keep the biscuits from directly floating on that gravy, at least right away. Alright, there's that pie. Got my fingers crossed. Oh, goodness. It's not done yet. Needs to cook a little more.
Okay. Is that a timer?
Yeah, and I'd turn it back on too, huh?
Oh, yeah, that might help. Don't shut your oven off. You're not done yet. You gotta cook that chicken.
I know. That's what I did. I shut it off when the timer went off. It's like, no, no, no. Okay. So we'll get these biscuits on here. Oven's hot. They really should be a little thicker than this. But, oh well. I'm not going to pull them off. Let's see if I can get these a little better. A little bit thicker. Come on. Chicken biscuit bake. Doesn't want to let go of them, guys. Next week. What do we have coming up next week?
Food?
What kind of food? The kind you eat.
Stuffed meatballs.
Stuffed meatballs. That sounds like fun because that allows all kinds of like creativity on my end. What can I stuff a meatball with? So I can go all kind of ways that way. I mean, there's all different kinds of meatballs. So we'll see about that. All right, one more biscuit after this.
Scott says, what goes in a stuffed meatball?
Well, see, and that's where the fun is. You know, it's up to me to determine what I want to stuff it with. You can stuff it with jalapenos and chilies and onions, or you know, it depends on what kind of meat I decide. Okay, leave that there. That'll bake biscuits for in the morning. And that's ready to go in the oven. Gonna give this table a quick wipe down, just so that I can, you know, at least put my arms down and not get them dusted. Yes. All right, looking good. And I'll probably just slide this into the oven next to the pie. I don't know, maybe we'll see. Now that that's good. I can sit and relax again for a little while. That's kind of a bonus. I don't normally get that on cooking night.
Scott says, I love making Swedish meatballs. I put onions, garlic, green onions, and seasoning in the meatballs.
Yep, love Swedish meatballs too. They are definitely one of my favorite. Well, a funny little story, but when I was doing my training in California, the place I was at, they did a lot of caterings, a lot of weddings and stuff, and there was this big wedding, and they had an order for 5,000 Swedish meatballs. And me and two other guys were tasked with making them. It took us 2 days, three of us, to make 5,000 Swedish meatballs.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Scott says then he cooks them in a homemade mushroom soup and serves them over noodles.
Heck yeah. Absolutely love Swedish meatballs. As a matter of fact, is that a request? Hint, hint, hint. Is that a request? Hello? Mrs. Old Guy, I think he requested that.
Okay.
I think he said he wants to see Swedish meatballs. That is what you said, right? I'm just making sure. So everybody knows, I don't know if we still have any new folks watching or not. But when we fill up the 24 or 23 available spots on the wheel, the first thing we do is go through and look at everybody's name and make sure that everybody that has requested something is on the board. Because some people maybe have only requested one thing. So that's our, and then we'll go from there. First the name and then the stuff. How are we looking
He
here?
says 5,000 Swedish meatballs. That's crazy. And then he says, yes, I request Swedish meatballs.
Well, it still seems pretty.
But will it?
Well, I don't know. It's not. It said. I don't know if it's supposed to be that jiggly still. It's pretty jiggly. So what I'm gonna do, I guess, is just give it a few more minutes. You know, hey, whatever. Stream's gonna last however long it lasts. So I'm just gonna go with that. Hope you guys are okay with that. So, you know, the stream might last a little long tonight. Just so I can make sure that this pie is at least going to be done enough to where when it cools, I can cut it and eat it. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want to get a pool, just a pool of pie filling running everywhere. That wouldn't be a good experience for my first time making pecan pie. I want that to be a better experience than that. So we'll see. I don't know. It's certainly taking a lot longer than I thought it would.
Yeah.
Let me double check here what the old.
Scott says, I definitely want to be there for that. Swedish meatballs is probably my favorite dish to make out of my arsenal of recipes.
Yeah, I do like them. Let me see here.
Most pies gotta cook an hour, but
You know when your pecan pie is done when you can shake it gently and it's not overly jiggly. If it jiggles a lot when shaking, continue cooking until center is more set. 5 to 10 minutes. So it's had its first 5 minutes. So we'll see. Oh. Power off.
oh, you could have went back.
I didn't know how.
The back arrow.
See? That's okay. I don't need no stinking recipe since I've already used it. And I think, I'm not positive, that I think maybe tomorrow is National Peanut Brittle Day. If it is, I'm making some peanut brittle. Hey, at least I got the caramel syrup for it.
Yep.
So
It's been a while.
it's been a while. I make a spicy version. Can I make a spicy version? Or would you just want me to make it regular?
I prefer just regular.
Okay.
Either way.
Can I do a little salt?
Yeah.
Okay. Found out that peanut brittle with just a little bit of like kosher or large granular sea salt, really good.
Split the batch in half and do half spicy, half not.
Oh, I'm not going to bother with that. Trying to work with hot stuff that, you know, and do a half a batch of whatever. Nah. I just won't mess with it.
Cute.
Hot is not a big deal. I'll eat it, just whatever. Found out don't ever use overly out of date peanuts for making peanut brittle because it don't taste real good. I didn't realize once with the batch of peanut brittle that I was making that the bag of peanuts I had, didn't realize I had it that long. It had been expired for like a year and a half, and yeah, they didn't taste good at all. It had kind of a musty, almost a moldy sort of flavor to it, like dirt. It was just not good. Needless to say, that batch of peanut brittle hit the trash can.
Yep. Scott says random, but he had his first class for volunteer firefighting training. It's going to be interesting and a lot of work, but well worth it.
Awesome. Scott, I'm so glad that you're actually doing that. I really am. And I'm sure your community is glad too. Because if it ain't for volunteer firefighters, you know, a lot of times stuff can get way out of hand.
Yeah.
And you don't want that. So if I had a hat on, I'd take my hat off to you. So. But I don't, so I can't. All right, 33 seconds on this last, hopefully, round of pie in the oven. That's 50 minutes now, plus the 10 that I was in before. That makes a whole hour.
Yep.
All right, we got like 10 seconds left. I'm gonna let it go the whole way. Try to be that patient.
The whole way, huh?
The whole way. The whole 25 seconds. There we go.
Jiggly, jiggly.
That's still damn jiggly. But I'm not going to bake it anymore. Maybe it just needs to cool down. So, just go ahead and take
Do you
that.
want me to leave it on the tray or?
Well, take it out on the tray.
Okay.
No, you don't have to. I mean, yeah, lift it off if you want. Oh, just take it and leave it on the tray because it's got stuff like sticking to the side. All right. Well, while that's going out to cool, chicken bake going in the oven. Well, let's see here, 25 minutes. Now there's a big discrepancy there between the amount of time it's going to take to bake the the chicken biscuit bake and eat it, and how long it's going to take that pie to cool down. So we'll see how well this works out.
Scott says you can tip your hat to me when I complete the 6-month class. I always wanted to do it, and you're right. 70% of our crew are volunteers.
Yep. Oh, yeah. So loaded meatball or stuffed meatballs. That sounds good. I've got so many different ways I could take that, and there's so many different meats that I could, make a meatball from. For instance, 2 summers ago, when Arthur and Olivia were over, we made Reuben balls, and that was made with corned beef and some other things to make basically the ingredients of a Reuben sandwich. It had rye bread coating. They turned out excellent. They were really good. Mrs. Olguy isn't particularly fond of corned beef, so I'm probably not going to do that. But it's a way that I could go with a stuffed meatball. So
Yeah.
There's a whole wide world of flavors out there that I get to decide from.
Scott asked, anyone else in here? I feel bad talking so much.
Well, yeah, I don't know if there is anybody else.
It says there's 7 people. But
Well, you guys wake up out there.
Scott said that he heard using half ground beef and half ground pork for your meatballs is good.
Oh yeah.
We've done that too.
Oh yeah, many times. Many times. Meatloaf that way too. Made sausage that way. You know, maybe not half and half, but 75-25 kind of mix. But yeah, heck yeah. Like me some steak. And another thing is nothing says anything about how big or small these meatballs need to be. Right? A stuffed meatball is a stuffed meatball. It doesn't matter if it's that big around or if it's that big around.
Yep.
A stuffed meatball is a stuffed meatball. So you know, this is going to be fun. You know, I've already kind of got a weird idea coming, but we'll see. We'll see. I have an idea of what to stuff it with. I've already got this idea, but I'm gonna have to experiment to see how well my thought for actually stuffing these meatballs is gonna work. Because anyway, I don't want to give a bunch away, so we'll see how well this works out.
Scott says, I think I'm going to do a 75-25 next time he makes meatballs.
75-25, yep. Now, to which way? Beef to pork or pork to beef? Depends on which way you're going. You know, for a classic meatball, probably more beef than pork. And for going for more of a sausage appeal, you know, more pork, I don't know. Depends on the spices too, I suppose. I almost feel like I should make a speech or something, but that's almost. And that's as far as that's going to get. Because I really don't have anything to give a speech about. Unless the speech is about nothing, and then I could probably do that. Starting to smell good.
Scott says, oh, I would go 75% beef and 25% pork.
Okay.
He goes, I know you don't watch sports much, but are you going to do anything for the Super Bowl?
No. I'm not going to do anything for the Super Bowl because I'm not going to watch the Super Bowl. I don't even know who's in the Super Bowl. We don't get regular TV where we're at. We're in a mountain valley, so everything we watch is off of internet. So I'm not going to pay for an NFL package or anything to watch football. So the answer is I'm going to do nothing for the Super Bowl.
Back up here a little ways, you were talking at the time, and I kind of forgot that she had said this, but Lisa said, because the French fries are on the other side of the road waiting for the chicken, LOL.
Oh, yeah.
And then just now she asked, hey Tom, is that chicken getting across the road yet, LOL?
The chicken is baked. So he doesn't know where it's going. It's baked chicken. That's right. Geez, I don't know. I had a version of why the chicken crossed the road, but it isn't appropriate for this channel. But believe me, it's a way that you probably never even dreamed of why he crossed the road, or it crossed the road. I just know that I hope that, you know, I live to see the day that chickens are no longer questioned about why they cross the road. You know, people should let chickens do their thing. You know, I identify as a.
John Johnny Small Peppers here shared you out and thumbs up.
Hi, Johnny Small Pepper. How are you, sir? I know it looks like I'm cooking up a lot of nothing right now.
And that's what you're doing.
But actually, everything is kind of put together. I just, like 5 or 10 minutes ago, pulled out a pecan pie that I made for the first time, and I sure hope works. It didn't look like the instructions said it would, but we'll see how well it firms up. And we got chicken biscuit bake in the oven, 17 minutes left, minimum. And so just kind of talking about nothing really. A little bit about upcoming stuff. So next week is stuffed meatballs. What after that? What have we got after stuffed meatballs?
Mm-hmm.
And next week the wheel will be back, folks, and it will be full.
Chicken pot pie from Tim.
Okay, so Tim, in a couple of weeks, we're going to be doing chicken again.
Yep.
And it's not going to be a whole lot different than it is right now. Chicken pot pie is chicken pot pie, which is pretty dang close to chicken biscuit bake. Slightly different container, but that's okay. I don't mind it at all. So, I'm not going to have an issue whatsoever making, baking, and eating chicken pot pies. So, big thumbs up on that. Absolutely. Johnny, I'm telling you.
Johnny, he says you look very relaxed.
I am. I'm trying to be more relaxed. It's just been a really busy day. Up early this morning, over a pass, about an hour and a half drive one way to get some fruit, lime quats and mandarin quats, and then a drive the opposite way, about another hour or so for some lunch and to let the dogs go on a nice walk and a run. And so a busy day, and I'm hungry.
Scott wants to know, have you ever had turkey pot pie?
Turkey pot pies? Oh yes, of course I've had turkey pot pies. I sure have. Who asked that?
Scott.
Scott. Yes, Scott. I absolutely have had turkey pot pie. Beef pot pie, turkey pot pie, chicken pot pie. And I'm talking real beef pie, with chunks of roast beef and not like a hobo stew, which is pretty much just stew made with ground beef. So.
Johnny said, can I do a shameless promotion for tomorrow?
Absolutely. Johnny, man, yeah, you have shared me out and helped out my channel, so you are more than welcome. Absolutely. Please do.
Eli says, how's cousin Cletus doing?
Cletus is good. He's on summer break, even though it's a little early for summer. He'll be back sometime, probably around June, July. Yeah, he's gone for right now. He takes off every year for a while. Last year he took off for almost a year, so we'll see what he does this time. He said something about wanting to go to the big city, so we'll see what happens when he gets back.
Johnny says, nice, a busy but good day then. And he says, cooking a tomahawk steak.
Ooh, yes.
Sides tomorrow at 10 a.m. Los Angeles time.
Tomahawk steaks, absolutely. So you guys say, yeah. I don't think it'll let him put a link.
It won't.
It won't. Is that event already scheduled on your page? If it is, maybe you could go take a look for it. Ms. Ogai will see if she can find.
I can share his page.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. We'll do that, Johnny. Ms. Ogai will share your page, and then hopefully they can find the link from there. And we just go to Johnny's page and subscribe, hit the notification button, and then you'll know when he's doing this. So, Absolutely. Man, it smells so good. Ah, I like my chicken. That's what I grew up, I mean, I grew up in Colorado, so, beef, chicken, and pork were pretty much what we had once in a while.
Okay.
Tuna salad or maybe some trout. But that's, yeah. Beef, chicken, pork. And is that a request, by the way, Johnny?
What?
What he was just talking about?
No, but Lisa did request stuffed baked pork chops.
Stuffed baked pork chops. Awesome. I like stuffed pork chops. My mom had kind of, I guess it wasn't a weird idea, just a different way of making stuffed pork chops. They weren't stuffed at all. They just were pork chops on the bottom of a baking pan with stovetop stuffing or something like that on the top and then baked. It's not really stuffed pork chops. It's pork chops with stuffing. And it's not even stuffing, it's dressing. Because stuffing actually has to be stuffed into something to be called stuffing. Otherwise, it's dressing.
Johnny says big cities are overrated.
They are. Big cities are way overrated, and that's why we moved away from the Denver metropolitan area. Way too many people, way too congested, way too much crime. It just, it's much quieter on this side of the state. So.
Johnny said thanks. It's going to be chill for his thing tomorrow, and I did put his link there.
Awesome. Thank you.
He said, "How about pulled pork spaghetti?"
Pulled pork spaghetti.
Or
Write it down.
Pulled pork spaghetti.
So we can. Here's the thing with doing something like that, and I'm gonna do it. That's not the issue. It's just that if I'm gonna make my pulled pork, I'm gonna put it in my smoker and I'm gonna smoke it. So that'll have to be done before my stream. So we can catch everything after that. I can time it so that it's coming, so that it's done, ready to go, right at stream time, and then make the pasta and go from there. So that's but that sounds good, and we're gonna make that work.
Stanley
Pasta.
Furrow is here.
I'm sorry, who?
Stanley Furrow.
Stanley Furrow.
He says, "Can I request chicken cordon bleu?"
Absolutely, and welcome. Thanks for joining, old guy, and thanks for subbing. I appreciate it. And chicken cordon bleu is an absolute yes. I will for sure do that. If you don't know, I'll explain again real quick how the meals are chosen for each week. I don't have it here beside me, but I have a wheel, and on that there's 24 slots. I'm going to occupy one as a wild card. Other than that, there will be 23 available slots where Mrs. Old Guy and I will go down and we write everybody's name down first, because everyone that requests something, when they do so, their name gets put by it, so we know who to credit. And then after we do that, we will go back through, and for those who only have one request, that will for sure be up on the board. Otherwise, some folks have requested 2 or 3 or 4 things, and so one of those items will be randomly chosen to be put on that person's name. So that's kind of how that goes. So we spin for the dinner that will be made in 2 weeks from that spin. So we're always kind of a week ahead of ourselves, and that gives time for the person that requested it to notice or be notified, whatever, and maybe be able to watch. So I'd like to give the notice like that. We also, on the community page, vote for the dessert that I make. This week it was pecan pie. It's outside cooling. So
Eli's heading out.
Eli, hey man, thanks for joining us tonight. be safe at work, and I appreciate you spending your time before that hanging out with old guy, especially on a Saturday night. So be safe at work, and we'll see you next week, I hope. And what have we got? 7 minutes left on this biscuit bake. I'm going to pull out a couple of dishes here. Couple of bowls. A shovel for me, a spoon for Mrs. Old Guy. And she's out checking that pie. We're hoping that I'm really hoping that it settles and it firms. I've never made pecan pie before, so we're I might be drinking this pie. How's that looking out there, Mrs. Old Guy?
Looks good.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
Is it actually starting to settle?
It is.
It is. Good. Can we get it in that freezer?
I don't know if the bottom.
I'm not worried about the bottom too much. If it's
Well,
had time to cool some.
Okay, it's still hot.
Yeah.
Because it was sitting on that pan. But,
Okay. Well, yeah. Can you touch it at all?
I don't know.
Yeah. If it's hot enough, cool down enough to where you can touch it some, it'll probably be all right. I'm gonna get this pie into a small freezer, and hope that we can get it to chill down fast enough for us to try this on the stream. So
It's still pretty hot.
still pretty hot. Okay.
Yeah. So
Well, we'll give it a few minutes. There's no big rush. I can hang out
It is
for a
sitting
while.
on that rack thing, so it'll get air underneath it now, so maybe it'll cool quicker.
Okay. So we'll give it a little time, guys. But I'm glad to hear that it looks like it's settling. See Linda pretty hard.
Yeah.
Hi, buddy.
We might have to have that cooked.
Why, you see something or what?
Just, he's not putting any pressure on it. It won't walk off.
Buddy. I wonder what he did to his leg. Poor guy. Feel sorry for him, Poor guy, and they can't, that's the one thing about pets, they can't tell you what's wrong, what hurts. And it's got to hurt pretty good if you can't put any weight on it.
I'm wondering if it's right there where it bends.
Right here?
Down, yeah, right down where it bends, something in there.
Yeah, poor guy.
Like
Well,
his knee.
Monday, I guess we'll take him to the vet if he still isn't able to put any weight on it. Chumley, my buddy. Oh, man. Poor guy. He likes me rubbing it, so it must feel good.
Yeah.
I am so sorry, dude. Well, we got 4 minutes left on that bake. I'm hoping to see some biscuits that have popped up. I should have cooked it a little hotter. I wasn't thinking about that. Biscuits, you really want to cook them at about 400 or so that they have time so that they create that steam to lift them up. So we'll see. They might just be flat little biscuits. I don't care what they are. I just want to eat. I'm hungry. Sorry. Putting a little bit of weight on
A
it.
little bit, not much.
Poor guy.
Can't.
I feel so sorry
climbing
for
up on
you.
a chair because
I hate to see him limping around like that. Definitely going to have to get that looked at if it doesn't clear up over the next day or so. Chumley, you better be nice.
Maybe could I bench so you can help him put it up on the chair maybe at work.
Yeah, maybe so. I don't know. Don't you growl at your mama. Guess he's in pain. Poor guy. We got a pie coming in, I think. And a chicken bake coming out of the oven.
It's still pretty warm, but hopefully it won't break.
I don't think it will. How is it firming up? Oh heck yeah. Oh heck yeah. We're looking good. She was able to really just almost tip it to the complete side and it didn't budge, so we're looking good. I hope I didn't overbake it.
Yeah.
Alright. Woohoo! This might actually work out alright.
It's in the freezer, so hopefully it'll cool quicker.
Yep. Give it a little time in that freezer. 1 minute 40 seconds.
Scott says, poor chum, is him limping really bad?
He is. His left rear leg. Poor guy. I gave him some Benadryl when we got home. And I'll probably give him some more here in a little while.
Or maybe we'll give him an aspirin
Some
tonight.
aspirin too. Yeah, aspirin will help.
Yeah, and the Benadryl will help if there's any swelling or anything in it.
Yeah. Poor guy. Whoa. Feel sorry for him. I wish there was something more I could do, but if it doesn't chill out, yep, doctor, here we come.
Yeah.
I hate the vet bills, but I hate to see him in pain more. So that's right. 40 seconds. Come on, Biscuit Bake. I hope they look good. At least somewhat rose up. Golden brown on the top.
Yep.
Watch them be like completely submerged and almost covered with gravy.
I know that.
Turn into dumplings instead of biscuits. We'll find out here in about 8 more seconds or so. Okay. Beep.
Lisa had to put an ice bag on him.
That I would, but I don't know exactly where to ice. I don't know what's hurting him. I'll have to look at it. If I can see an area that's definitely swelled up, I'll probably do that. This looks great. The biscuits did rise up, but they did kind of halfway submerge. But that's okay. They look great. It looks like they've cooked all the way through, so.
Yay.
Let's go for the bake.
Sergeant Dunn?
Sergeant Dunn! Hey man, you are just in time to get served up some of this chicken biscuit bake.
Says just dropping in a line and saying hi.
Well, I'm glad you did, man. I hope all is well with you. I hope all is well with your jerky business. Okay, folks, real quick, I'm going to give you a look at this. Let me get my light. I always turn on the wrong way first. Okay. Oh, come on, light.
Dip it. There you go. That's a little better.
Chicken biscuit bake. Can you see that okay?
Yeah. Can you tip it a little more?
I
There
can.
you go. Okay.
Look at that, guys.
There we go.
And the aroma in the room right now is amazing. All right.
Thank you.
Welcome. That was always a problem. The light couldn't see what I'm cooking, so came up with a solution.
Scott says, looks delicious. Wish we had smell-o-vision.
Yeah, people have been talking about it for a long time.
Sergeant Dunn said, same to you guys. Be safe and have a wonderful evening.
You too, my friend. All right. So the chicken biscuits are ready to be chowed down. Miss Old Guy, would you do me a flavor? Reach me another sody pop.
Flavor?
No matter, whatever you can grab. I don't buy sody I wouldn't like, so. Here you go. Thank you. And do you want salt and pepper for that?
I don't know. I'll try it first.
Okay. Well, here, I'll set it right there, and you can grab it when you need it, if you need it.
Thank you.
Now I'll just use the can and container of salt and pepper, because
John says that looks awesome.
I'm just that way. Let's try it. I'm hungry as heck, and it looks good. It really smells good. So, let's get some pepper.
It's really hot.
Salt. Yeah, the biscuits are cooked all the way through. That's good. They're flaky as heck.
A little bit of pepper maybe, but no salt.
Well, yeah, that's really good. These biscuits are super light. They're really flaky. I'm glad that I put them on the top the way I did.
Yeah.
Wow. That's good. And the addition of that cheese on top
Yeah, that's really good.
gives it a nice mouthfeel, and also kind of a little bit of a different flavor. That's really nice. Hey, Polly, be quiet. Ruff, ruff, Jesus.
Come here, come this way.
Super good. Here's old guy. Do you want a nappy can?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Yeah. There you go. A little nappy can. So this, it's too bad that Miguel didn't make it tonight, because I would thank him profusely for
For requesting that. Yep.
for chicken biscuit bake. Yep, super tasty. And I really hope that this pecan pie turns out as tasty, and also cools down quick enough for us to actually get to try it on the stream here. I'm happy with the texture of the biscuits. I think they would have rose a little better had I remembered to crank the heat up some. But man, they're just super light,
good.
super flaky. Yeah, they're good.
Scott's really curious at how the pecan pie turned out.
Me too. Me too. Because if it turned out good, hey, that's the, pecan pies are going to be added into my, pie inventory.
This biscuit's really good.
Yeah, the biscuits are exceptional.
Johnny says a good pecan pie. Oh my.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward to it. And now, see, Johnny, was that you that I'm trying to remember now. A couple of people commented on my community page about this week's dessert. And if I remember correctly, you had a vote or a little something to mention CCP, the coconut cream pie. Is that correct? Did I see that from you, CCP? Because I'm going to remember coconut cream pie, and it's going to go on next week's list, and I'm going to try and remember that now, that whatever dessert comes in second place will go in the following week's choices for dessert. And you know, if they win, then great. If not, then this goes to the next second place one. So
He said yes.
okay, well, it's going to be coming up next week too. So you got
I
another
just made
shot.
a note of it too, so that we don't forget.
Yep. Good idea. I like coconut cream pie.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm starting to close that gap on 1,000 subs. And I appreciate all my new subscribers. I really do. What I've got planned for my 1,000th sub celebration is to do a live stream from California, and I'm going to eat raw oysters with Vienna sausages and cover them with chocolate syrup and blue cheese dressing. Sounds absolutely disgusting. So, so I'm looking forward to that. The gap is closing. Under, we got 400 and something, I think, or 300 and
381. I think
380 something left. So, the gap is closing.
Johnny says a good pecan pie is the best. Never tried one until I was 58.
Yeah, I was an adult too before when I tried my first pecan pie.
And he asked where at in California.
Well, they live in the. I've got some other YouTuber friends that live in the Los Angeles area, so Southern California is where I'll be going. Maybe we'll go to Santa Monica. We went a couple of years ago, and unfortunately the pier was closed because they were doing renovations and repairs and stuff. So we didn't get to check it out. Well, we checked it out, but it was closed and couldn't do anything. So we're looking forward to doing that too. Yeah, California, Southern California, somewhere. Yeah, Santa Monica, perhaps. Maybe another one of the beaches or something. I'm not sure exactly where, but Polly, you need to stop.
Johnny's in San Diego.
Oh, you're in San Diego. Cool. Well, that's awesome. There will be plenty of notification, and if you get it, if you drop me an email at oldguidecolorado@gmail.com, I will definitely keep you posted as to when and where in California, and perhaps through means of mystical and magic ways we can actually meet up. That would be awesome. I'd love to do some food with you. I think that would be a lot of fun. So yeah, I will definitely keep you posted. That's cool that you live at least within reason.
You need to go outside, Chum Chum.
Poor guy. I sure hate to see him limping like that.
You need to go outside. Ernest goes. No, he's gonna go lay down. Ollie, come. Ollie, come.
I want pie.
Come on. Is that what you're trying?
The only thing that I will say about this is it is kind of as I expected or suspected. Yeah, there would be a certain loss of liquid, and so the gravy, there could be a little more gravy to this, but other than that, the flavor's spot on.
Mm-hmm.
It was disappointing. There was some nights where I would like just to go out and eat. And we generally don't go to the chain restaurants. I like to support mom and pop shops, and a lot of times their food is better. But here lately, and maybe it's just where we're at, but the food has just been pretty much nothing but a disappointment. There's one Chinese place that's pretty decent, but that's about it, really. There's no other place where you can go and, like, for instance, we went to a place a few weeks ago, and I wanted a hot open face roast beef sandwich. You know, mashed potatoes, the sliced roast beef, and on some toast. Well, I absolutely despise instant potatoes and packaged gravy. If that's what a restaurant uses, I usually don't go back, and I won't go back. The meat was old, and it tasted old. I absolutely hate that. So, and that's the way it is most of the time when we go to places. The food is substandard. We went to this a new Mexican place. People were giving it real high marks, talking real big about it. We went there. The food looked nice, but everything tasted like it came right out of a can. Their chips and salsa, it was like they opened up a can of Rotel tomatoes and just dumped it in the bowl and sent it out with some chips. I had to shake some Cholula into it to get any flavor. It was not good. I'd rather just stay home, spend the money, and make it myself. It's a little more work, but at least I'm satisfied with what I get.
Yeah. It's okay, Chumley. It's whining. Wonder if you can have a whole aspirin. I'll wait till we're done and I'll check it out.
Wow.
I needed that.
Yeah.
It went down quick.
Yeah, me too. It was, and I do gotta say that I went back, for those of you that have watched the video, I went back to the dreaded Delta Arby's today.
Yeah.
And I'll be making a video. It'll be out tomorrow. So
Lisa and Wildman are heading out. They'll see you next week.
Lisa, Wildman, you guys have a good week and keep them videos rolling, man. You guys cracked me the hell up.
And she said she'll be praying for Chumley too.
Oh,
For
thank you.
For our dogs.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Scott says a retired 5-star chef retired near me and opened up a restaurant and was open just four days a week. His food was amazing. Best meal I ever had. Put hard to find these spots.
Yes, it is. And there are a few places that are good, but the only problem is that they're priced out of most people's reach.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pay $35 or $45 for a plate, not unless it's something special like filet mignon and lobster tail. Something like that. Then it's worth $50 a plate. But most of the time, you're not getting what you pay for. All right.
You want pie?
Well, I don't know that it's done. You can look at it, and we'll see how that bottom's got to feel pretty cold. And that'll be the indicator as to how cool the center is. If the bottom isn't cold, then if it's still warm,
It is.
okay, then just put it back. We'll wait for a little while. We'll give it a few minutes, guys. It may cut properly. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know.
I'll give it. What did I say? Give it 10 minutes or so, and then I'll try it. And I figured we'd run a little long tonight. That's okay. Doesn't bother me then. Hope it doesn't bother you guys. Well, I guess if you did, you'd leave.
Scott said it was a seafood or steak. It was a 4-course meal and ran about $40 a plate. I would pay $80. It was that good.
Yeah, it's nice. If the food's worth it, then that's a different story. But a lot of places you go to, and you pay top dollar, and you're getting shite handed to you. Miguel, dude. The chicken biscuit bake you requested was absolutely delicious. We just finished. Turned out amazing.
Yep, it was. It was very good.
I made the chicken stew and put it in here, and I layered that with cheddar cheese, and then I put my biscuits, my buttermilk biscuits on top, tossed it in the oven, and oh man, it is good stuff. So thank you so much. I'm glad you're able to make it. Thank you for this awesome dinner request or suggestion, because it was really good. It was really good.
Yep.
Full. I am full. And I got some extra biscuit dough to make biscuits for sausage gravy and biscuits tomorrow morning, so that's a good thing.
Yep.
Sausage. Sausage gravy. We're just chilling for a few minutes here. Got a pecan pie in the little freezer that's kind of just right over here, and we're just giving it a few more minutes to cool down, make sure it's going to slice and come out of the pie pan without being runny or whatever. I've never made pecan pie. So.
Is that oven on?
Is the oven on? No, ma'am.
So we can turn that shut off.
I shut it off. Give myself
Good
another
job.
another big hug. It was such a good dinner, Tom. Good job, buddy. You deserve a pat on the back. And you shut the oven off. Oh. Yeah, gotta do that. You know, a little self-reassuring. Doesn't work. Well, I'm slamming down these soda pops like they're soda pop.
Shame on you.
I shouldn't be drinking that many. That'll be it for today, that's for sure. I'm not going to lose this belly if I keep drinking soda pop. Right? That's 2 here in just a little while that the stream's been on.
Yeah.
And I drank 1 earlier today. That's 3.
Yep.
That's
Too many.
That's too many. I shouldn't be doing that. I should know better. Sorry, guys.
It's okay. This time.
It's okay this time? Remember, she said it, guys. It's okay this time. After that, forget it. I got a metal, got a handle from a frying pan. Whack. That's a everyday reminder. I know better. You learn these things after you've been married a while, you know. I tried to avoid wifezilla. Oh, here's something to do if you guys are married or, you know, whatever, and your wife gets angry. Go into the bathroom and find the biggest bath towel that you have, and come up to her and you know, from behind, and ask if she's still mad. Her reaction will let you know if she is or not, and then you can just take that towel and lay it across her shoulders and let it flow down her back, and there you can see, you know, kind of give her a cape and tell her, now you're super mad. And see if that does anything to improve the situation. My guess is probably wouldn't, but what I guess and what I know are completely different things, so. I'm gonna grab a couple of small plates. Two small plates it is.
And a knife.
What's that?
And a knife.
And a knife. Okay. Right
What
there.
you want pie too.
Well, I do, but I'm still a little bit hesitant about it not being cool enough.
When I touched it, it was pretty firm.
Okay. Let's do it. Let's do this thing.
Yeah, pie time stuff.
Pie time is right. It's high time for pie time.
Oh, I just broke the crust.
She broke the crust. You filthy crust breaker, you. Okay, guys. I'll give you a look at it. I don't know if that is an overbaked pie or not. I've never made one. It looks okay. Can you see that?
Yep.
Well, let's cut it and see how good it is.
Did you touch it and see what
See, the center's way,
is it still
way too
so
liquidy. Yeah.
unfortunate.
Tastes good. Yeah, it's just way too liquidy. I kind of wondered if that wouldn't be the case with this. My guess is it's going to take until tomorrow morning for that to be firm enough to actually cut and eat.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, it's just one of those pies that, it's going to take a while, unfortunately. So,
Scott says, I'll try a slice.
Scott, I'd love to give you a slice, and I wish I could enjoy a slice right now for you guys, but unfortunately, I just couldn't get this one to squeak in. I knew I'd be pushing the limits on it between making it and having it cool time.
Yeah.
If I had one of those fancy blast freezers, I might be able to get it to cool quick enough, but unfortunately I don't. And
Johnny says, ooh, looks great.
That little taste I got from the center there, it tasted nice, but it's not.
Scott and Jennifer Hatch, we just tuned in just in time for dessert.
Yeah.
What kind is it?
Just in time for maybe, I guess probably not dessert, but I made pecan pie along with the chicken biscuit bake that turned out really, really nice. But unfortunately, I was really kind of pushing the envelope of what can be done in a couple of hours with making a pecan pie. The pie was made easy enough, but getting it cold, chilled enough to cut and serve, it just, 2 hours is just not enough time.
J-Mart.
J-Mart, hey man, how's it going? We're just kind of hanging out. It's kind of like the aftermath of dinner. We still got a peek here of the chicken biscuit bake. Turned out really, really good. Made the old buttermilk biscuits to go on that baby. They were outstanding, light, fluffy, airy, delicious biscuits. And the chicken gravy turned out great. We put some cheddar cheese on the top. Marvelous, marvelous.
Yeah, it was.
It was really good. Next week we've got stuffed meatballs. And I like that because that leaves a wide, wide world of things that I could stuff a meatball with, and because there's a big variety of balls or a big variety of meat that I can make meatballs out of. So I'm looking forward to that. And then the week after that is chicken pot pie. So that's kind of what's coming up the next couple of weeks. Next Saturday night, the return of the wheel will be back and fully loaded and ready to rock for the next 24 weeks of Old Guy Saturday Nights. So looking forward to that. It should be a lot of fun. There's been a lot of really good requests, a lot of things that I've never tried before. So I'm really looking forward to that. There was a lot of really good things that I made last year that I'd never made before. One of the highlights that just immediately comes to mind was the chicken stuffed shells. Those were absolutely amazing. If you didn't see that one, I made lemon pepper chicken with a little bit of Parmesan cheese and some fresh parsley, and I stuffed that into the shells, and then the shells were breaded and deep fried, and then it was served with the homemade Alfredo sauce that was just it was so good. It was really a good meal. So that one kind of rises to the top as some of the fun ones there that I can really remember from last year. So I'm really looking forward to some of the new stuff this year.
Yep.
Some I've never made before. So
Scott says, do you have a fire extinguisher in your house?
we do. We got two.
He says, Mythbusters chilled a 6-pack of beer in 5 seconds with one.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna use my fire extinguishers
To
I'm
chill
try-
our pie.
I'm trying to chill my pie. No, it might be chilled enough by the time I'm done BSing with you guys. You know, we'll check it one more time before I think I'm going to call it quits. But yeah, but to answer your question, I do have 2 fire extinguishers. Make sure that you know, if something happens, I got something. So
Yep.
luckily, the chance of fire here is pretty minimal. We don't have gas. Everything is electric, so you know, and the electrical box outside is brand new. It just got done like 2 years ago.
Yep.
So we're pretty fireproof, luckily.
Yep. And we've got a little firehouse thingy.
Yeah, the fire hydrant right across the street. So we're all right with that. So Scott, Jennifer, what are you guys having for your dinner? I mean, we had chicken biscuit bake. Folks always let us know. Johnny, if you're still there, let us know what you had for your dinner. I mean, I think it's only fair. I really do. I mean, you know, we had chicken biscuit bake, and we're having pecan pie for dessert.
Yep.
So,
J-Mart too. What do you have?
J-Mart, yep, exactly. What are you doing for your dinner tonight? What did you do?
He wants to know how the weather is here in Colorado.
It is cold. We're sitting in the lower 20s or mid 20s right now. It's going to get down. Yeah, that's probably about as cold as it get tonight. Is in the mid to lower 20s. A few nights ago, we were getting some single-digit temperatures. But that's, you know, that's about it. Not as cold as some places I've seen where it's, you know, it's getting 40 below and whatnot. I hope that's not what you're getting.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep warm when you got that cold of weather.
Scott said, "Good man, everyone should have 2 in their house and smoke alarms."
Yep.
He goes, "I saw a meme of someone's fire alarm. It was a bag of popcorn nailed to the ceiling."
That's not a very good fire alarm.
Scott had a Mediterranean sandwich and baked potatoes.
No, that sounds good. That sounds real good.
Yes, it does.
And don't forget, folks, to, you know, if you have a request you want to see old guy make, as long as it's within reason, you know, I'll be glad to write it down, put it on the list, and at some point it will get done. It's just a matter of when it comes up on the wheel.
Yep.
That's kind of how that works. And there's always a chance that I could choose it if old guy's reserving a spot on the wheel as a wild card. And so when that happens, if I spin that, I can either take my choice of something that I just want to do or randomly pick one that I think I want to do off of the wheel. So that's how that's going to work.
Scott says he's looking forward to those Swedish meatballs.
Swedish meatballs. Yeah, that'll be a little while, but when it comes up, it'll get done. You bet. I absolutely love Swedish meatballs. I will tell you though, Scott, after that episode at the restaurant, having to make so many and spend so much time making them, that I didn't look at, touch, make, eat a Swedish meatball for probably 15 years. After that, I just that cured me of wanting any for quite a while. 5,000 Swedish meatballs.
J-Mart had chicken pho, PHO.
Oh, folk, yeah, okay.
And crab ragoon.
Oh, wow.
For dinner.
Nice. That sounds like a good dinner.
Scott and Jennifer had sauteed tortellini and mushrooms and sage butter, grilled steak.
Sounds good.
Her birthday dinner.
Okay. Well, happy birthday. Happy birthday. I just had mine on Tuesday. So, really, happy birthday. It sounds like a delicious birthday dinner. It does. It does. Yummy. So, I don't know if I've told you guys or not, but no more puppies for us. We had Polly fixed. So, no more unexpected babies. Or unwanted babies, I suppose. for us. They're all done with the puppies. It's not that we didn't want more puppies; it was just more work than we wanted. And with today's economy, people weren't willing to pay what the puppies are worth. And if you've never raised puppies, raised a litter of puppies, you don't know what work it is. So, yeah, to lose or break even, it just wasn't worth doing them anymore. So, into that. End of that. Oh, we got.
J-Mark said it was good. He drove 30 minutes to the hole in the wall to get it.
Nice.
He drove 30 minutes to the hole in the wall to get it.
Nice. I took a trip back to the dreaded Delta Arby's today there, Mr. J Mart. And I'm not going to say anything, but I did do a video and I'll post it tomorrow, but I made a return to the dreaded Delta Arby's, the worst Arby's in Colorado. A glutton for punishment, I suppose. Nothing is close to us. It's a 10 mile round trip just to go down to the nearest grocery store. And it's a little homespun, family-owned market, so everything is pretty pricey. And because of the community, there's a lot of people that are like into the natural organic stuff, so they try to carry that, which is also more expensive than like regular grocery shopping. So yeah, we get there, get stuff there, but not much. Regular grocery store is a 40-mile round trip.
Yep. Scott says, at least you got to experience raising puppies. I know it will be a lot of work, but wouldn't mind doing it one day when I have the time. Yeah.
Well, you got to have the time. And the available space.
Johnny's got to run.
Johnny Small Peppers. I will be checking that out tomorrow for sure. I don't got nothing else going on. I don't think. I don't know, but I'll definitely check you out. And everybody else, please check out Johnny Small Peppers' channel if you will. Hit the sub button and all that fun stuff. We'll see you. Have a good night. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it.
G-Mar said you're brave for raising puppies.
Yeah, well, I mean, the first 2 litters weren't that bad, really. It was just a lot of work. What made it better was the time of year. It was warm out, so the puppies could go outside and spend a good portion of the day outside playing and getting rid of waste outside, and it was less mess inside for us to clean up. But this last batch of puppies, because it was winter, there was really no going outside that much. I mean, when they got older, they could for just a few minutes. So it was
Yep.
a constant mess. We couldn't keep the window open for fresh air because it was freezing cold. So it was just the constant battle between keeping it picked up and aired out. Yeah.
We need to check the supply. Charlie needs your attention, I think. So he's in there whining and stuff. So.
That poor guy. Okay, yeah, let's check the supply. It's been a few more minutes. I don't think it's going to be set enough, but we'll see. Poor buddy.
Still a little bit warm, but not as warm as it was. But
Yeah, I can feel it in the middle. Let's see. Yeah, it's still sticking to the, running off onto the knife.
bummer. Guess we'll put it in the deep fridge for the night then.
Yeah, we'll just put it in the refrigerator and Actually, just stick it in that one if it will. If not, that's right. I'll put it in the other one. But well, I'm sorry, folks. Pie just isn't going to happen. I tried pushing it, and so the next time like this next week's dessert choices, I'm going to be sure and keep in mind my time constraints and not try to push it so hard like I did this week. I really thought that I could make it work, but the cool down time is just too long, and I don't have anything that's going to get it cooled down quick enough. So we'll see what happens for next week.
Scott says, I never thought of that. You couldn't air out your place because it was so cold.
Yeah, it was terrible.
J Mart says, I just got 2 puppies this week and it was minus 15 below today. So I feel the pain of cleaning waste all day.
Yeah, it was terrible. Terrible. They weren't puppies anymore. They were living, breathing, walking poop machines.
Scott says, can you make a review video of the pie?
Yeah, I can maybe do that.
Or maybe a short?
Yeah, the thing is, if I'm going to make a video like that, like the pecan pie, I would rather show me actually making the pie and then the end result, rather than just a video of the end result. So, I'm not sure. Maybe I'll make a short out of it.
Just an idea.
Go from there. I think National Pecan Pie Day was just the other day, I think. I don't know.
So.
I'll have to look and see. I know it was some kind of pie day the other day. So, all right. That's what I know. Last minute, guys, for last minute requests for dinner suggestions or comments or questions or whatever before I roll out of here.
He says that makes sense. Just let us know next week how it turned out. No worries.
I will, and I may make shorts. So keep an eye out on my shorts list to see if I do that. I might just do that. So last minute thoughts or questions, suggestions for meals. Now's the time. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. As always, it was a great suggestion. It was a good dinner. I wish I could eat my dessert right now.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
So yeah, it is unfortunate because now I'm going to have to probably just have a bowl of Captain Crunch or something for dessert. Because that's what we got for dessert. I got to wait now. So if I got to wait till tomorrow, well, yeah, it's definitely Captain Crunch or maybe some cinnamon toast.
Scott says, hope you have a great night. Tom and Mrs. Old Guy in chat. It was fun as always.
Thank you, Scott. I appreciate you coming in and hanging out with us on a Saturday night because I'm sure you could probably find something more entertaining to do. So I do appreciate it very much. Same thing with all of you. I appreciate you coming out and hanging out with me on a Saturday night. This is the highlight of my week. I look forward to it. I look forward to the planning of what comes up. It's just something that is truly the highlight of my week. And as always, I'm going to ask you guys one thing. I'm going to ask you to give back in your community a little bit. I don't care if it's helping out a neighbor, shoveling a walk, giving back at a local clothing bank, help them sort some stuff, maybe at a local soup kitchen, help them cook some stuff or wash some dishes. Just give back in your community some way, all right? I'm going to get out of here. So, guys, is there anything else?
Yes. Scott and Jennifer requested a dinner idea, green chili Philly cheesesteak.
Okay.
Use queso and sauteed green chilies.
Sounds great.
And J-Mart requested burra tacos.
Oh, yeah. Great idea,
He
J.
says,
Mark.
my kid says they're trending on TikTok.
I've heard a lot about them. I've never had them. So making them is a challenge, and I love getting a challenge. So thank you for that request. That's awesome. I'm not sure if you're the only one that requested it as we go through stuff. We'll see, but I am definitely going to make some. Yeah, when it comes up on the wheel. All right, guys. Are we caught up?
We're caught up.
Okay, everybody. I appreciate you hanging out with me, giving me the little extra time, almost an hour. And no dessert. I'm sorry. Next week, it'll be better. Y'all have a good night. Be safe. I'll see you next Saturday night. Bye.